All right, it's episode 39 of Fresh and Uncooked. I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeff.
Jeff and I love to eat. We know you do too, and we're here every week to talk about new menu items and products, give our opinions on the food we try and enjoy, and in every single episode of Fresh and Uncooked, we have our own dedicated topic. Number 39 is going to be about what, Jeff?
Food that is better as a leftover.
We also have stories on a new flavor of Frosty for the summer.
Ooh.
A new spicy and sweet Pringles flavor.
Nice.
A new better for you pepperoni. We'll see. Coming up next in food news.
Any news?
Is there any news?
I have news.
Food news.
Bad news travels fast.
All right, Jeff. So for the first time ever, there's going to be a Strawberry Frosty.
How about that?
Doesn't that seem weird? Like, really? Wendy's never had a Strawberry Frosty before?
Well, I know they always had the chocolate, and that's always my go-to. And then there was the vanilla. And then for a while, didn't they have different toppings and stuff you could put on it?
You
or
know
maybe
what?
they still do. I don't know.
They might. I haven't had a Frosty in years.
Yeah, I usually just go chocolate frosty. That's the way I like it.
Well, the restaurant is putting a summer spin on its iconic frozen treat to create a brand new dessert bursting with flavor, joining the chocolate Frosty for a limited time. It's being launched with their seasonal summer strawberry chicken salad. That is returning, which is freshly sliced strawberries, crisp applewood smoked bacon, juicy grilled chicken on crispy lettuce spring mix, topped with Italian cheese, candied almonds, and sweet champagne vinaigrette. That's their strawberry salad that I know they've had for at least the last few summers.
Yeah, and their salads
tell
are
ya.
usually pretty solid.
Yeah, Wendy's got pretty premium fast food salads. No doubt. So Strawberry Frosty, got to give that a try. Why not throw out a butterscotch Frosty? Why not why not go with more frosty flavors? Why is this, why is this the first time strawberries ever come out? Throw a mint Frosty, whatever.
Yeah, I guess
it's just surprising that Wendy's doesn't really try to experiment with the frosty flavors. That's all.
what I'm finding is a smaller menu is a better menu. That's how I always feel.
Well, moving on. First, Jeff, quick couple questions for you here, if you don't mind. If you could give me a one-word answer for the flavor description, one word, the flavor of a Chipotle pepper.
Of a Chipotle pepper? Smoky.
Smoky. Very good. I think I would say spicy if I asked myself that question, but smoky would be an appropriate answer. How about one more time for the word ranch? How would you describe the word ranch flavor in one word?
Ooh. The actual flavor?
Yeah, the flavor.
Peppercorn. Even if it's peppercorn, even if it's not peppercorn ranch, you always taste peppercorn for whatever reason, right?
Yeah, I think ranch is a really difficult one where Chipotle pepper, you're probably going to say spicy or smoky. Ranch, you might say garlicky. You might say creamy. I don't know if creamy is really not a flavor. It's more of a texture. But anyway, just none of us said sweet, right?
No.
Well, anyway, here's the story about Pringles. They're tapping into the nation's latest flavor craze, spicy and sweet combination. Pringles Wavy Chipotle Ranch is that spicy sweet combo they're talking about.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm a little confused here. They say spicy
Yeah.
sweet and then they say Chipotle Ranch.
Right. That's very odd.
Like I'm thinking Chipotle chocolate, like that's spicy sweet. Chipotle Ranch doesn't really say spicy sweet, but later on they say the perfect pairing of smoky Chipotle heat and creamy zesty ranch packed into one crispy crunch or one crunchy crisp. So they don't even use the word sweet when describing their ranch, but anyway, they sound good. I'll try them. But I just wanted to poke fun at the whole Chipotle Ranch isn't spicy sweet.
No, it's just so odd. And what's your favorite flavor of Pringles normally?
Man, that sour cream and onion.
It's solid. I can't fault you for that.
Yeah.
You know what? Even just plain Pringles are really good. No? The pizza, the barbecue are good too.
Man, pizza's tough. Pizza's okay. I wouldn't rank it high in the Pringles chart, though.
But barbecue?
The Pringles barbecue, I'm not huge on. But Chipotle Ranch, I might really like. I just wouldn't call it spicy sweet.
No, there's no need for that. It's definitely worth trying, though.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to try that one out for sure.
We'll try it. We'll try it. Wavy. Have you ever had Pringles Wavy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think I've always just gone with the regular, old school Pringle.
Those are the ones that I like. Yeah, I like those better.
I'm going to try them for sure. Pringles Wavy Chipotle Ranch are available for a limited time, though. So hurry up, and you have to get them at a Walgreens store nationwide. Wow. While supplies
Way to go,
last.
Walgreens.
Walgreens. You thought I was going to say Walmart, didn't you?
I did. But you know what? Walgreens did an exclusive for a while with combos.
Oh, nice. Combos.
Yeah.
right.
Well, how do you feel about combos?
I like combos.
I do too.
Pretzel ones, cracker ones, solid, for sure.
Yeah?
How do you feel about pepperoni, Jeff? I know the answer.
Yeah, I love pepperoni.
The people over at Hormel have a new product, and I love it. Hormel Natural Choice Sandwich Pepperoni. Created specifically to help consumers satisfy their pepperoni cravings and guarantee a 100% natural and flavor-forward experience. No preservatives, no nitrates, or nitrates added except for those naturally occurring in cultured celery and sea salt, and no artificial ingredients. It's like a clean pepperoni.
Wow.
They're as clean a pepperoni as you can probably get, right?
Yeah, exactly.
6-ounce packages, ideal for up to 6 people, says them. It retails about $4.49 to $4.79 and is available at retailers nationwide. Hormel Natural Choice Sandwich Pepperoni.
That sounds good. It also sounds like it's worth a try.
Time for some pepperoni sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you had a Tic Tac, Jeff?
Oh, a Tic Tac?
A Tic Tac.
It's been quite a while.
I think I might have forgotten about Tic Tacs.
People are sleeping on the Tic Tacs.
I'm sure they're standing right next to me in that grocery line as I check out, but I'm not looking at Tic Tacs. They have a brand new fruity combination of 4 flavors with pineapple, passion fruit, banana, and mango, and they call it Tropical Adventure.
So this is 4 flavors all in one?
All in one, yeah. Tropical Adventure Tic Tacs.
I don't
Available
can you,
wherever you get your Tic Tacs.
I'm wondering, can you distinguish all 4 flavors?
I would hope so. I don't really like most of those flavors. So.
Yeah, it's very citrusy, and they're kind of close.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Yeah, I mean, pineapple, okay. Banana, sure. A banana, just banana Tic Tacs might throw a little interest towards me, but mango, passion fruit,
It's very hard saying Tic Tac in 2022 because you automatically want to say TikTok.
Yes. Many times. I just saw that when I was scanning through some press releases, and I'm like, wait a minute, Tic Tacs? Wow. I don't think I've had one in forever.
Yeah, it's been a long time. The last one I had, I think, they had a cherry cola one.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was pretty decent.
Man, are they getting funky with the Tic Tac flavors?
Oh, this was years ago, too. This was like 8 years ago.
Man, Tic Tac's going cherry Coke, and Wendy's is just getting around to throwing strawberry in their Frosty.
Right?
What's
strawberry flavor. I would imagine there's no strawberries actually involved.
Saving those for
in the
salad.
Strawberry Frosty.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
That's your food news for episode 39.
Hey, what's new?
What's new? What's new?
What's new?
What's new?
It's What's New. It's where Jeff and I try something new, and we give it a letter grade. We give our review, tell you what we think about it. Jeff, I got one. I know you got one. Who goes first?
Why don't you go first? Because last week you didn't have one.
That's true. I'm due. I made up for it, Jeff. I went to Raising Cane's for lunch, and guess what I had?
Well, they only have a few things that you could have, Chris.
It shouldn't be that hard to guess, right? Because, they basically have the same thing in several different combos. Mm-hmm. I had a box combo, which is 4 chicken tenders, the fries, the Texas toast, and the coleslaw. So I got a little bit of everything. And, of course, the sauce, the Raising Cane sauce. Do they have a name for the sauce? Just
Cane sauce.
Cane sauce, okay. Mm-hmm. We'll start with the price. The price was fine. It was like, $11 and change. But you get a good amount of food, right? Mm-hmm. And I liked it, to be honest. Yeah. Fries were good. Coleslaw was good. Texas toast, that was all right. Kind of like on the doughy side. like not crispy. Like I almost expected more like a garlic bread crisp to it.
Okay.
I don't know if that's normal. If I just had a doughy one.
A little gummy.
A little bit. Yeah. Just not as toast. Like it was more like bread, not necessarily toast, but it was fine. It's just not what I expected, I guess.
Okay.
But it's all about the sauce and the tenders at Raising Cane's, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
The sauce was disappointing.
You don't like the cane sauce?
No, it just kind of reminded me of like a Thousand Island that was zhuzhed up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
I prefer like a mustard sauce, personally. You know, that's just how I like my chicken tenders. Some sort of honey mustard, a hot mustard, whatever. But with 4 decent sized chicken tenders, like I just need a little sauce variety. Like they just have the one sauce.
Yeah.
I mean, I was dipping my fries in that sauce. I had 4 chicken tenders going into that sauce. I got a little tired of the sauce, you know? But the tenders, excellent. Perfectly cooked.
Solid, yeah.
Juicy. The coating was right on. It was solid. Taste was very good. Excellent chicken tenders for sure. So would I go again? I think so. I think I would definitely go again. I mean, there's a couple new locations, one in my hometown, one in my work town.
Yeah.
Probably going back.
All right.
I'll be bringing my own sauce though.
Okay.
Cane's bringing my own sauce. B plus.
Oh, that's solid. Yeah. I would say Cane's is definitely that.
Yeah.
But see, I think that's definitely a good example of small menu.
Yeah.
That's how they're able to keep their quality so good as well.
Yeah. You think the price would be a little bit cheaper since it is just a limited menu, but all quality ingredients, or at least quality taste and presentation. And you'd also think the drive-through line would move a little faster since it's like, you know, they don't exactly have a lot of things to get ready besides the chicken tenders and fries. Coleslaw's made already. You know, they're filling the drinks.
Right.
It seemed like a pretty long drive-through line. I mean, I went at lunchtime. They're busy, but I mean, there was maybe 4 or 5 cars ahead of me.
Oh, that's it? That's not...
No, yeah.
Man, it's been crowded for so long.
Right. I definitely didn't have to wait an hour like I know some people have, but still, it just seemed like it could have moved a little fast. But hey, you know, excellent chicken tenders. The sauce, keep the sauce. But still, B plus all around.
Good deal. Yeah, I would probably say the same thing about Cane's. It's good. I don't think it's great. My kids go there probably once or twice a week.
Yeah.
For sure. They love Cane's. Yeah, it seems like it's for the kids. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's good, but to go there every week, you're basically getting the same thing every week.
Well, I think a lot of kids, too, were brought up on chicken tenders.
Hey, I love a good chicken tender.
Oh, I do, too. Don't get me wrong. I think chicken tenders are amazing. But it seems like, you know, if you would go to any type of catered event or something, it's like, oh, we have blah, 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 this and that for the adults. And for kids, chicken
tenders.
Yeah.
No, for sure. And as a kid, I was always about that. And as an adult, still happy about that.
Exactly. Sometimes I'm like, oh, how do I get my hands on one of those kids' meals?
Right.
My wife decided to go to Arby's because, once again, very inspired by the podcast. When we talk about a fast food chain or what have you, then cravings come about for the wife, which is great.
Does she like strawberry? Does she like Frosties?
So. I know she likes Frosties. So we might be able to pull off that Frosty thing for sure.
I was going to say, maybe I place a bet that, you know, you're going to have some strawberry Frosties this weekend.
Oh, without a doubt. We'll see. The weekend. We'll see if we make it that long.
So how was it? The Wagyu burger, right?
Yes, I tried the deluxe one. I believe that's the one that I got. And I'm not sure which one that I got because my wife just ordered it.
Oh, okay.
And I told her, I was like, oh, just get me the new burger from Arby's.
Well, did it have bacon in it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. So yeah, it was the deluxe. And that's why I feel it was the deluxe, because there wasn't any bacon on it. And you know what? It was a fast food burger. Definitely a fast food burger. Was it good? I mean, I don't even know if I can say that it was good or bad or whatever. The best way that I can describe it is as a fast food burger.
Fast food burger, which...
Yeah, medium well, a little bit dry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit dry. But everything like the toppings and all that, good. The bun was decent and all that. But man, it is just very much like a burger, a fast food burger.
So you didn't you didn't bite in and notice like a difference in quality with using the Wagyu.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was
surprise.
Yeah, it was beef. It was just beef.
Yeah, well, that's kind of disappointing.
Oh, it was. You know what? But I wasn't expecting a lot, Chris, when I bought it because
Arby's first burger.
yeah, and the way it's prepared and everything, and they tell you that it's medium well, and it's definitely medium well. It's
Interesting.
it's medium well.
Really?
I thought so, but it's just like the texture and everything of it. Is it awful? It's not horrible.
Would you get it again?
Maybe I'll try it again just to see if there's a difference,
Okay.
because there's not usually a lot of consistency at fast food places.
It's true. That can be an issue sometimes, but
So it's probably worth another try. But as far as a letter grade, a C or a C minus.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Man.
It's hard to give it a C because it means that it's average. And I feel it's just a little slightly below average.
Yeah, because you were kind of saying fast. It's another fast food burger. It tastes like a fast food burger.
Right.
And it is a fast food burger. But that generally doesn't mean like, ooh, it tastes like a fast food burger, huh? That's usually not just a description that you're giving high praise to necessarily, right?
Right.
I think I'm going to stay away from it then. To be honest, you didn't seem too excited about it.
The White Castle 1921 is better.
That I still have to try. When it comes to leftovers, I'm really not too crazy about them, to be honest.
A lot of people aren't.
There are some things I don't mind being left over, but there's other things that I just, I can't do as leftovers. But there's some foods that are even better as a leftover. And this is what Jeff and I are discussing today. And the first thing that comes to my mind for me, Jeff, leftover fried chicken, but I'm not reheating it. I'm eating it cold, straight right out of the fridge.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with that at all.
I know. And it makes me want to get some fried chicken right now just to have tomorrow, just to eat, a quick lunch, grab a chicken breast out, just start tearing away. Oh, man.
There's something about the skin and the meat when it's been refrigerated.
Oh, yeah.
That just turns it up a notch.
It's just, yeah. I mean, fried chicken right out of the fryer. I mean, you can't get any better than that. But the next day, it's like a completely different thing that's just as good.
Yeah,
It's
a
like
brand
whole
new
food.
experience.
Yeah. How do you feel about leftover pizza? Do you think that gets better the next day?
I love leftover pizza for breakfast, and once again, it has to be cold.
I was gonna say, do you do it cold? Sometimes I'll go cold. Sometimes I'll reheat. It depends on the quality of the pizza too. I think that has something to do with it. And is it a thicker crust? Is it a thin crust? A lot of variables in there, but I like to go both ways. Is it necessarily better? I don't know if it's better as a leftover, heated or cold. Yeah.
So I don't own a microwave for the reason that I don't want to buy a bunch of microwavable food and make it that easy. Is that odd?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I don't own a microwave. For that reason. So I either heat things up in the oven or on the stovetop.
Okay. Well,
and there's a lot of things. Yeah, exactly. Right. Or there's a lot of things that I eat cold.
Right.
Because I'm very much under the impression if it's not good cold, it's probably not good warm either.
Well, for a leftover, you mean?
For a lot of different food.
Okay.
But see, I don't eat, so gravy. I'm not a big gravy person. Gravy's probably only good warm. I don't know anybody who likes cold gravy.
Yeah, right. I'm sure there's somebody out there, but... Yeah.
Oh, there probably is. But there's certain things that I really enjoy. I like them both ways. I like them either warm or, hot or cold and what have you.
All right.
But yeah, pizza, if sausage and anchovy pizza the next day for breakfast, it's the best, man. It's the best.
Oh my goodness. Now, why would there be leftover anchovy pizza? Because no one ate it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's just for me.
You know, a big thing, because it's a big thing, meatloaf. A lot of people say meatloaf's even better the next day. Would you agree with that?
It can be. Meatloaf is delicious. Meatloaf doesn't get the recognition that it should. I mean, do you feel it's a fancy meal because you're having meatloaf?
I don't think it's fancy at all. I just think it's comfort.
I think it can be fancy, though. I think that it can.
You could make it fancy, but meatloaf's not fancy.
Oh, I love meatloaf. I have meatloaf probably twice a year.
Really?
And
That's it?
It's not. Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. I need
not.
Yeah, I have to bring those numbers up.
Yeah, you need to get more meatloaf in your diet.
Yeah.
Necessarily better as a leftover, I don't know, but it seems like a lot of people actually do like it better as a leftover, and I didn't realize that. I personally think I'd rather have it right out of the oven, but I would definitely eat meatloaf as a leftover, reheated in the microwave, by the way, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I don't mind meatloaf being leftover because meatloaf's just so good that if you got to eat leftovers, you got to eat leftovers, but I think I would prefer it, fresh.
Yeah. You won't eat a cold meatloaf? Will you do cold meatloaf?
No, I've never even thought about that. I don't think there's much beef that I would eat cold.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to think of something beef that would be left over in the fridge. You open the fridge, it's cold. Do I take a bite? Like fried chicken? Yeah. Pizza? Sure. Like a hamburger? I'm not eating cold. Like a smoked sausage or something, like leftover Italian sausage that was grilled. I would eat that cold. In fact, I know I have.
Oh, yeah. Or a brat. Yeah, like an Italian sausage or brat.
Yeah, I'll it's almost like cold beef jerky. You know what I mean? Or cold sausage stick. That's fine. But I can't really think of anything. Can you?
Well, you've mentioned a couple of them. I've had cold burgers before.
So like just like the patties or like in the bun
like an
dressed
entire.
up?
So like if you go out somewhere and you get a burger and, you get a massive burger or what have you, and it has all the fixings and everything on there, well, you can't really heat it up with the bun and all the different condiments. So a lot of times I'll eat that cold.
Interesting.
And meatloaf, like a meatloaf sandwich, usually do it cold.
I've had meatloaf sandwiches, never cold. I know chili is a thing that's usually has lots of leftovers.
Yes, give that a little bit of time to meld all those spices and everything. That's a good way to go with chili.
That could be better as a leftover. You could make the greatest chili, have it that night, and then have it again for lunch. It might be better cold or not cold. Definitely not cold. You're not doing chili cold, are you?
Never done chili cold.
No, yeah. Reheat it up. But exactly. All those flavors just got to go know each other all night in the fridge, and they're even closer now. You know what I mean? You warm that back up and just like, whoa, this was awesome last night, but this might be better today. Chili could be better as a leftover for sure.
And I'm not a spaghetti fan, but if you...
No, you're not.
No, if you have spaghetti with the spaghetti sauce and you mix the two together and then the next day you go and you have that spaghetti, once again, those spices and everything, they might know each other a little bit better. The next day, that spaghetti might be better than the night before, too.
I'd have to say, when it comes to Thanksgiving, it's all about the leftovers for me.
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
So basically anything on the Thanksgiving table is a good leftover. Is it better as a leftover than the original? I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully your Thanksgiving was really tasty. But I mean, turkey, gravy, stuffing, all that's fine leftover. Is it better necessarily? I don't think so, though. Because it's all separate things. We're like chili, or like Jeff was saying with the pasta sauce. Those are all combinations of things that you need to kind of cook for a long time to build flavor, and then they build even more flavor in the fridge where, your turkey's on a plate, separate, wrapped up, and your gravy's over here wrapped up in a cup, and, your stuffing's in this foil pan over here. They're not all getting to know each other. They're just individual things. Maybe that's why.
How about sandwiches? Do you like sandwiches the next day? Like with just cold cuts and all the condiments and everything?
I don't think I've ever made sandwiches where I made too many sandwiches and have leftover, but what I have done plenty of times is like go to Jersey Mike's, go to Subway, go wherever for dinner, and thinking of the next day, I might grab me a sub for lunch, put that in the fridge, bring it to work, have it for lunch. I've done that. Is it better? I guess it just depends on where you got the sub. But
Very true.
That's the only way I can think of leftover sandwiches necessarily.
Now, see, sometimes I'll get like a really large piece of bread and then just like a bunch of lunch meat, and I'll make a big sandwich that will last like 3 days.
You'll make the party sub. Yeah.
For sure.
I hear
So,
you.
and I feel like sometimes the way that like it just sits and all that, I like the soggy lettuce. I like the soggy tomato. I like the soggy bread. Yeah, I like the way that like the bread absorbs all the condiments and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I like a nice like leftover sandwich too.
I feel you there for sure. A lot of people saying popular as a leftover was like Chinese takeout. How do you feel about that? And do you warm it up?
Oh yeah, I warm it up.
Okay. You're not going Chinese takeout cold? Cold fried rice?
No,
No?
just a little bit of water in the pan.
Okay. Make a little
to bring
steam.
bring the rice back to life.
Good tip.
Sometimes I'll add a little bit extra sesame oil or something in there, or oyster sauce. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, touch it up a little bit. Why not? Mm-hmm. Any breakfast foods that you can think of?
I don't know if I could think of like a single one.
Right? Unless I'm making like a breakfast casserole, I don't think I really have breakfast leftovers.
Yeah,
So-
breakfast burrito maybe.
Ooh. Well, when I do breakfast burritos at home, I'll usually do a big batch. So purposely, thinking ahead, throwing 15 of them in the freezer, for breakfast that month or whatever.
Okay.
So is that really leftovers? It's more meal prep than anything. But the only thing, like if I make a breakfast casserole, then I'm probably having leftovers of that. And I don't know if it's necessarily better, reheated the next day. Definitely not eating a breakfast casserole cold, by the way. Maybe bacon would be the only thing, because I usually cook all the bacon off at one time. So, have a little Ziploc bag of cold bacon. And I would go cold bacon, by the way.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no need to necessarily heat it up. I don't think I ever have heated up leftover bacon that was cooked. Now to think about it.
It would be too hard to heat. It would just cook it more.
Yeah, that might be tough. Maybe that's why I've always had cold bacon. But
Now, you mentioned a breakfast burrito. I would think that a cold burrito from the day before, that would be great for breakfast.
just a cold burrito for breakfast,
Oh, yeah.
not necessarily a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, because if you have a leftover burrito, how
a
are you going to
chicken
heat
burrito.
it? It's too hard to heat with all the stuff that's inside of there. And it's it's like a sandwich or like a burger.
Yeah.
You almost have to eat the burrito cold.
Yeah, no, I've reheated many burritos, Jeff. It's just a device called the microwave.
Oh, well,
That's how you would do it. Honestly, that is probably.
But it gets
the
too
best way.
soggy then, doesn't it?
No, mine never really have.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what do you get inside of your burrito? Maybe we have different things inside of it.
Rice, beans, cheese. Probably chicken. Most
Okay.
of the time. Yeah, your basic burrito.
No avocado? You don't do avocado, right?
Definitely no avocado.
Oh, see, there you
That's my
go.
burrito. But I don't see that making it soggy from reheating it in the microwave.
Yeah, who wants warm avocado?
What about when we're talking breakfast? Maybe think of like potato salads, egg salads, macaroni salads. All the deli salads.
All of those are good, left over, yeah.
Do you think they get better? It's kind of a
Ooh,
mirage of flavors thing happening, right? Depending
it
on
really depends. Yeah,
what
it
you're
depends if
making.
they were made correctly, then I think that they're good. Otherwise, sometimes they get a little bit watery.
Oh, watery. Yeah, that's not good.
No.
Yeah, we don't want watery leftovers.
Going back to the Chinese food, would you eat a cold egg roll?
Probably not.
No?
No.
Man, there's something about a cold egg roll, too.
Heat it up.
Yeah, I think egg rolls, I eat them cold most of the time because they don't reheat right,
Yeah. All right. Well, that makes sense.
especially in the microwave. That would
couldn't
be
do it.
one for the oven.
I couldn't do it. Definitely couldn't do an egg roll cold. Man, did Jeff and I leave out something? Is there a leftover that you think is even better as a leftover? Let us know. We're all over social media. Fresh Uncooked on Instagram and Twitter at Fresh Uncooked Podcast. I'm TikTok. Jeff, we covered leftovers.
We did.
Something else that is usually better the next day is our podcast.
Very true.
Until next week, Jeff.
Enjoy what you eat.